This is Marketplace. Dumpster diving. Okay, this will disgust some people, but what your supermarket doesn't want you to see.
There's a whole lot of food.
Yep. Canadians trash $31 billion worth of food a year. From big box stores to your shopping cart.
I'm just going to throw it out for you in advance.
No.
Why is seemingly good food being thrown out in the garbage?
This is your Marketplace. We're gearing up, tackling a global problem.
You know, I don't usually have to wear this to go grocery shopping.
There's a first time for everything.
Okay, let's give it a go.
Taking you behind one of the largest grocery chains in the country.
Okay, we got a lot of bins there.
Let's see what's inside.
In Canada alone, we throw out $31 billion worth of food each year. We're investigating how much of that ends up trashed behind big stores like Walmart.
Parmesan cheese. This is 4 months to go. 4 months till its best before date. Best before day, salad, still 3 days from now.
At this store just outside Toronto, we find 12 bins full of food, and most of it still looks good to eat.
Hey, David, take a look at this. Packaged cauliflower. Not even past its best before date.
This is just one visit, so is this unusual or the norm?
These dark, sweet cherries, they're frozen. Check out the best before date, March 23rd, 2018.
So it's almost 2 more years. Those could still be on the shelves. So I pulled this celery out of the package, give you an idea of how bad it is. Listen. Like that's when it makes that sound.
Crunchy.
We visit this Walmart over a dozen times. Day after day, we find everything from produce to baked goods, dairy products, even frozen foods. Not even in the compost, just straight in the garbage. Why is so much seemingly good food going to waste? Well, maybe Walmart has a good explanation. Time to reach out and ask them. While we wait for their response, I'm heading to Edmonton, Alberta.
You're saying the truck comes every day to empty these?
Every day.
To meet up with a former Walmart manager. He's going public because he doesn't agree with Walmart's food waste policies.
How much food are you throwing out in a given shift then?
I would say at a daily average, a shopping cart goes to waste.
A shopping cart worth of food.
Yeah.
Ali Zain Mevawala worked at this location for almost a year.
What were you thinking when you're throwing away a grocery cart full of food on a shift?
I really felt bad because I know a lot of people in this city or in this country, even in this whole world, they don't even get to eat proper food.
What happens to an apple or a vegetable that is a bit bruised?
I have to throw it.
And that was a policy that you understood when you worked at this Walmart.
That's correct.
Ali Zain is not alone. We talked to Walmart insiders from across the country who say throwing out shopping carts of food is common practice. To see if that's true, we're checking out another Walmart store.
All right, here's some bins. Yep, here we go.
Packaged produce. This is fresh corn on the cob. There's nothing wrong with it.
Lots of good food here, too.
Okay, this will disgust some people, but it's still good.
Oh, I can't believe you did
They're
that.
still good. In Canada, we waste billions of dollars worth of food every year. What goes through your mind when you hear that? Billions of dollars.
That is a lot of money and a lot of food. I'm from Pakistan. There are a lot of people, they don't have enough food to eat. So I guess we're lucky that we're having so much food here and we're wasting it.
After several emails and phone calls to Walmart, they still won't talk on camera. But after we tell them what we found in their trash bins, they do take some action.
Check out what they have done. At the stores where we told them about all that food waste, well, those bins, they're now behind lock and key. We did get a message from Walmart, and they said the food we found was unsafe for consumption, and add that they're working to reduce how much is thrown out.
They tell us these bins are typically locked to prevent access to product that's unsafe. But then why weren't they locked up when we were here before?
So what's happening at other retailers? Well, we just don't know because they've got these sealed compactors and we can't see inside.
We're starting to get a sense of the problem here in Canada, but it's even bigger in the US. With 70 billion pounds of food wasted each year. So I'm traveling to Orlando, Florida, to meet up with a guy who's doing something about it. Meet activist Rob Greenfield.
Okay, I got my GoPro camera here so that we can get a look inside that dumpster if we have to climb in.
He's passionate about not wasting and has become an expert dumpster diver. Today, we're tagging along to find out how much good food we can find behind various grocery stores.
Oh, that looks like a whole entire box full of food there. There's natural white cheddar cheese. I think we're just maybe hitting the tip of the iceberg here. It looks like there might be quite a bit.
Rob's visited about 2,000 grocery stores across the U.S., collecting food that's still good to eat.
This is a whole bag of salads,
Still cool.
flowers. I don't know if we need the flowers.
My anniversary's coming up. I know, that might not work out.
We just started and already collected enough to make a meal.
All right, put it in the van. You are diving into dumpsters. It sounds a little extreme.
Yes, what I do is actually quite extreme. So we got quite a bit of food in here.
Nearly 1.3 billion tons of food is trashed worldwide each year.
These are bags. A lot of times there'll be one bad potato in a 5 or 10 pound bag, so they throw away the whole thing. It's being wasted from the farms to the distribution centers, to the grocery stores, restaurants, catering programs, to the individuals at home. It's being wasted everywhere. And so the entire system of food and the amount of food being wasted is a complete fiasco.
Now, on a very hot day, time for a taste test.
This is basically still good.
Here, let me get... Oh, yeah.
This one's still fine.
Yep.
All right. Well, it is right now about 80,000 degrees, so that feels pretty good.
We decide to check out Walmart to see if they're wasting food here in the U.S. too.
That is a whole lot of food.
Yeah, boy, is it ever. There's eggs and apples and cantaloupe and bagels and everything's loose.
But we can't go any further. The bins, they're locked. This seasoned dumpster diver has seen it all. So when we show him what we found at some Walmart stores in Canada...
What do you think of what we found?
It's a crazy amount of perfectly good food. And it's amazing because I watched that and I'm blown away because that could have been in a shopping cart or in someone's pantry. It's absolutely wrong. I don't think in any advanced society there should be people that are hungry while there's food that was still good that's going to waste. One box?
After 6 hours of dumpster diving in Orlando, our van is full of food. And Rob wants to show it off to prove a point.
Whew.
Okay, so should we start with fruit?
Let's make the melon the center and...
With the help of Rob's friends, we're putting together a large food waste display.
What's next?
Candy.
That stuff looks good.
Okay, we've laid it all out. Now what?
Now, this food is for the taking. Anybody who walks by and who's interested and wants to get talking can take it home with them.
Rob says grocery stores should donate good food to those who need it, food banks or shelters. But we're told that would cost more money. It's cheaper just to throw it away.
It sounds like it's one extra step. It's a bit more difficult for a grocery store to do that rather than to throw it in the garbage.
It is. It's one extra step. It takes a little bit more effort. But I believe that in an advanced society like the United States or Canada, that if there's people in need, that we should take that extra step and help them.
Okay.
All right.
You got it. Nice catch.
With hundreds of millions of people going hungry each year, it's easy to see how much of a difference that extra step would make.
We have so many hungry people, and it's ridiculous to see all this food that's wasted.
Bye-bye. Bye, guys.
See ya. After weeks of sending emails and making phone calls to Walmart, we still don't really have the answers that we need. So there's really only one thing left for us to do. With video footage in hand, we're going to the store.
After months of research and more than a dozen separate dives into Walmart's waste, we found it all. Yogurt, poultry, baked goods, frozen dinners, even juices.
The best before date is almost 2 months away.
Yeah.
And it's sealed.
Perfectly edible food, all of it trashed. We've asked Walmart several times to talk to us on camera, but they say no. So now we're going into the store where we found all that good food to get some answers. Surely the store manager can explain.
Hello. How are you? I'm David with CBC Marketplace. We're here because several times, in fact more than a dozen times, we've actually gone to the bins behind this store and we've found good food in those bins. Why is seemingly good food being thrown out in the garbage?
Currently, so I'm going to call my office. If you just give me a few minutes. Okay.
But you're the store manager
Yes.
here. Okay.
So we do have a reduced program that we use, and our food goes to a waste program. So just give me a couple minutes, and I'll be right back.
Sebastian Vella says he needs to call head office. So we wait and wait. Finally, he comes back.
We just don't understand why there is food that seems like it's still good for sale.
Right.
That's before its best before date, that looks like it's okay. I mean, some of it is water. How does water ever go bad?
Right. So I do have their number. That's head office, and they can help you out with that information.
And what about those bins that are now locked up behind his store?
When we first started looking, it wasn't locked up, and then after we let Walmart head office know what we'd found, it was suddenly locked up.
So I don't have any answer for you. So I could just ask you actually if I'm not the right person.
I don't think you got any answers here today. Thanks very much for your time.
Approval to videotape me.
No answers inside the store, so outside we're putting together our own food waste display, showing shoppers what we found behind their Walmart.
Attention Walmart shoppers, would you like to see how much food's being thrown out in this one store?
I think it's terrible. And why aren't they giving it to the shelters or to
people that are begging for food on the street and will work for food?
Yeah.
It's
the women's
disgusting.
shelter,
Yeah.
whatever. I think it's terrible.
Well, it's unnecessary, absolutely.
We tried to get Walmart now to answer the question about why, and they didn't answer us. When you don't get answers, what do you make of that?
Well, if I was asking a question and I wasn't being answered, I would think that they don't care. That's not really, I'd feel almost bad having come out of there.
Hi, Alex. This is David Common with CBC Marketplace calling.
So, after months and months of trying to get an on-camera interview,
1/3 of all food.
CBC News investigation.
it's only after our story hits the news that Walmart agrees. So I come to Vancouver to meet Alex Robertson, Senior Director of Corporate Affairs.
We found quite a bit of food waste over many days behind many Walmarts. Is this something that Walmart wants to change?
Absolutely, absolutely, yeah. We want zero good food going into landfill. We want zero good food going to waste. We want to donate as much as we can. We want to sell as much as we can.
And you're going to take steps to make sure that happens?
We are. Over the last 12 months, we've really been ramping up our efforts to address food waste.
What I don't understand is how you can have so many bins out the back of multiple stores day after day after day that are full of seemingly good food. You can't have that much returned.
For sure there's mistakes that are being made, and that's one of the things that we need to do is tighten up the execution of our in-store processes. So the food that is going into the bins, we need to be more certain that that is food that needs to be thrown out.
You get that food waste is a problem and that you're a part of that problem.
Exactly, yeah. I think that we feel that we're on the right track. We have a lot of work to do to get to where we want to be.
Can we come back and check in with you?
Absolutely. I wish you would, yeah.